set, and they sent on their way from the 1600 meter marker, and Spinner Coin takes no part. Scratched as Spinner Coin. Winning Edge is off to the lead. Royal Lance is right there shortly after the start. On the outside, Not Guilty. And Autopilot moves up with the red blinkers into second position. And further back in the field is AP Strike. That's in the pink. Then Indian Connection, followed by Prof Tiger. And Triolux at the back of the field, but it's compact. There's 5-6 lengths first to last. Winning Edge at the 1,000 meter disc is the leader. Autopilot with the orange cap is back second. At the rail, the red blinkers of Royal Lance. In the pink is AP Strike. That's about 3.5 lengths off the leader, then Not Guilty. Further back, Indian Connection, then Trioluck and Prof Tiger. There's only 4-5 lengths first to last. Coming to the 600 and Winning Edge continuing to lead it. Autopilot is second and AP Strike in the pink is third. Royal Lance is at the rail and Not Guilty is looking for a split. Comes through between runners now. Down the inside, Indian Connection, then Prof Tiger and Trioluck. Autopilot now comes to Winning Edge. Royal Lance is down the inside. Not Guilty, Prof Tiger all running on. Winning Edge is fighting back at Autopilot. Not Guilty. Down the inside, Indian Connections is getting into the race now. Prof Tiger on the outside, but Winning Edge fights right back. Winning Edge, Autopilot over the last 100. Winning Edge and Autopilot, Indian Connection the inside, but Winning Edge won it. Autopilot second and Indian Connection third. Number 9, Winning Edge, fights back courageously, led from the word go. Autopilot moves alongside, just can't get past as Winning Edge continues to dig in, and he ends up winning it by about a neck. So it's going to go to number 9, Winning Edge. Autopilot, number 3, will run into second, beaten that neck. Third to Indian Connection, who stays on for the third placing. Fourth to Prof Tiger. Further back in the field is Not Guilty and Try Your Luck. Royal Lance, AP Strike. We'll take a look at that head-on shortly. So they're close together. Winning Edge with the white noseband. Autopilot is with the red blinkers and the orange cap. And it's a ding-dong duel. Winning Edge sticking left hand. Autopilot trying for all he's worth. And Winning Edge continues to fight back. They went eyeball to eyeball from the 300 meter. And Winning Edge will just prevail by that neck from Autopilot. That's the running of the 7th. There's still an 8th race. Back to the studio. Just to remind you, there was a scratching at the start. A late scratching at the start. Spin a coin.
Well, the good form of trainer Frank Robinson continues on the poly track, and this time it's for owner Stephen Chetty and number 9, Winning Edge. The 6-year-old took a bit of time to notch up his second career win, but he's put it all together today with a gutsy win, Frank. And you see you remove the blinkers and last time out on the turf, but his penultimate start was a fair fit.
Yeah, look, I think, he likes the poly track. Time before was a good run. Last time at Scottsville was on the grass, and he just wasn't the same. So I decided to take the blinkers off him, and he tries, And it's been a long road with this horse because, funny enough, he does work quite well at home, and he's been disappointing, but we've persevered with him. Thanks to Steve, he's patient, he leaves it to me, and I think he can win again. He's a strong horse, sound horse, and he's got no vices.
Talking about him being a strong horse, he had a fight on his hands over the final furlong, and he kept putting his head in front.
Yeah, look, Keegan had a nice strong race on him, and you got him to rally again. But he won like that when he won his maidens. He's a resolute galloper, a few times I actually thought I'd put him over further, but I think probably a mile is about his best trip.
Frank, you seem to have the recipe to a T on this poly track.
I think a lot of people have been resting horses. They'll come. Don't worry. The rest will start coming now. I think a lot of horses had horse sickness. So I just got in at the right time, I think.
Well, you're being modest about it, Frank. Well done to yourself and your team. You're having a great run at your horses, and long may it continue.
Thanks very much.
Lovely. Trainer Frank Robinson. Keegan, great ride, because Sean's horse wasn't throwing in the towel.
Yeah, this horse is a resolute galloper. Frank was, I must say, Frank was very bullish before the race. So well done to Frank and his team, and yeah, just grateful to have a winner on the night.
Talk us through it. How did things work out for you?
Yeah, Frank never put me under any
Pressure.
under pressure, and he just said to me, ride him as you find him, and you know what, he bounced out quite nicely, and he got there quite easily, and when I started asking him, he picked it up nicely to win a nice race. I watched his maiden win, and he did it the hard way, so I knew he wouldn't give in.
Well, the way Anton was going, you're lucky he wasn't riding in this race.
Yeah, we have these days, I'm just grateful to have a winner on the day. Well done to Anton, it's great for him, we're just grateful to have a winner on the night.
Oh, well played, nice ride, and well done here, Keegan.
Yeah, thank you. Well done to Mr. Chetty, and well done to Frank and his whole stable. Well done.
Lovely, nice way for Keegan to end off the evening. Of course, his mount in the last is scratched. Stephen Chetty. Stephen, with the horses that you have with Frank, you're really enjoying it. You're having your fair share of winners, and here's a horse that you've persevered with, and he's rewarded you.
Yes, thanks, Deez. This is a hard game, especially for the owners. You go to your highs and you go to a lot of lows. This week was a very turbulent week for myself and Frank, and I'm just glad that Winning Edge has come through. It's the first horse that I've got involved with, and it's taken some time to get the second win, but I'm just glad that Frank has pulled it through. I also want to thank Frank for putting up with all my nonsense. I give him a hard time at certain times, but he's the king of the poly track. He's doing very well, and yeah, I'm grateful that Winning Edge has come through, and I'm very humbled with the win. And I must say that all the hard work that Frank has done at home with Winning Edge, and Keegan has put it on the track together. He's rode a brilliant race, and it's actually the jockeyship that's brought Winning Edge through. He's taken the initiative to put it in the front, and he's got away with it.
Full marks to you, because a lot of owners would have said, I've had enough with this horse. He's now a 6-year-old, only a one-time winner. What was it that kept you involved? Did Frank say, I'll get this horse right one day?
Yeah, look, as I said earlier on, Frank has put up with a lot of my bullshit, and he's a very tolerant person, I must say. It's his perseverance that have actually kept me in this game. It's, a lot of trainers come and go. It's not an easy game for owners, for trainers, and for jockeys, but mostly for owners who have to put the money down and to go through the turbulent times. But to have to have a trainer like Frank, who's always sort of, giving you the encouragement. Also, with some bad horses, he's an animal person. He likes to take care of them. He puts the extra effort in. When you want to throw a horse away, he's there to actually take the horse in, and even at his own expense, keep the horse. So, besides what you see in the track with Frank's hard work, he's a real gentleman, and I can tell you there's very few trainers out there like him.
Well, you've really put it beautifully. I couldn't add much to that. But the one thing I have to ask you, you waited this long. Did you get some 14 or 12 to 1?
Well, I think the bookmaker could only manage to give me 10 to 1. He refused to give me anything more than that.
Did you order the other ambulance to the track this evening?
I don't know.
No, I'm just joking, Stephen. Well done, well played. Really nice chatting to you.
Thanks very much, Deez.
Lovely. That's Stephen Chetty with number 9, Winning Edge, has come through to win here in race number 7. If you caught this quartet, that should be a decent dividend, no doubt about that. 9, 3, 4, and 5 are the numbers you'll need. 9, 3, 4, and 5. Coming up next will be the lucky last, closing off the place accumulator and the pick 6, race number 8.